Steph, is it recording?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay, so is it recording, Steph?
Yes.
Okay, I think she's talking to me or she's talking to her kids. Okay.
No, you, yes.
Okay, anyway, I'm going to go over the websites, where to get the information when you're getting started with the Isagenix business, because a lot of people, even if you've been on a while, you forget where to go to get information. And the other thing is, they are constantly updating these properties, so it's important to, it's really important to go and keep looking, because you never know what's there. So I'm just going to take you through. Steph, can you mute everybody, hon? So if you start here, Isagenix Business, this is where you should send people that you have enrolled who might be interested in the business. Everyone should go here, because what they learn, guys, is that it's totally duplicatable. Doing the business is duplicatable, and you want to make it easy for them. They go to Isagenix Business. Also, what it'll do is they can qualify for your time. So if somebody is serious about the opportunity, send them here, click start here, and have them go through this entire website. This has a wealth of information and stuff that you could spend a lot of one-on-one time going over with them, but you don't have to, because it's all here. And it's great information. And they also give you scripts, even though we don't really go by scripts, but you can in the beginning till you get comfortable. There's also a Say Script podcast that you can listen to. And you can change the scripts to fit you, you know, and just go down each element, click on what's here, so you know everything here that's here. It's so important. Also, the ISA Life Success Plan. This is a great place to start. You can watch the video. It explains how to get started. You can watch additional videos. There's lots and lots and lots of training here. It's a massive, massive resource. And if you look at the top of the nav bar, you'll see in the drop down, for any question that you have, look at this. We've got videos for everything. You want product training, there's product training videos. There's videos on the science and the science talk. So if you weren't able to go to an event, go in here. You can listen to the science and the science talks and build your confidence on what the products do and what they are there for. Also, you can look and see what's available social media wise, image wise, and then you can get training based upon where you are at. So there's different step training. So if you're a associate running for consultant, there's special training for that. Consultant to manager, special training for that, and so on. And always know your dates. If you've gone past the dates, then there was a reset, so you have new dates. The next date is Crystal Directors, May 17th, and then Executive is July, I can't read it. Do you know the date by heart? Anybody? July 20 something. Anyway, it's in July. So know what those dates are, write them down. But there are incredible movies in here to click on. But allow this, see, training by rank, allow this, if you send them here, each step that they hit, whether it's consultant, manager, director, each step, have them come in here and watch the training for that next level. Because what it's going to do is they're going to start preparing. Okay, I'm manager. Now, where do I go? Okay, director training. And you can give them, if they just are getting started with the comp plan, there's compensation training. So it took me a little while to learn the comp plan, not gonna lie, but look at what we have now. We have tons of compensation training tools on the manager pool. If you're just an associate and you have not yet made 2 consultants, look, there's $75,000 available in the manager pool. If you click on this, it'll explain all about how the manager pool is, how it works. There are time dates from the date that you decided you wanted to be an associate, and you filled out that form and you are an associate. And once that date starts, there's timed bonuses depending on where you're at. And like I said, there was a reset. So if you're older and you kind of miss those times, it's okay. Don't even worry about it. There's also this talks about the product introduction rewards. We have recognition at a glance, but there's a huge toolkit and sheets right here, new toolkit. This is really, really cool, where you can get information on anything, any of our products, and use these. You can use these actually to send out to people for more information. So that's really cool. You can get, let's see, what else is really good? If you haven't yet done ISA delivery and you're planning on staying with Isagenix, you may not know, but for $119, you can pay and get free shipping for an entire year, unlimited shipping for an entire year for free for $119. It's so worth it. You make it up right away. But you should also go and download. There's 2 main software programs or apps that you need to download. One is ISA Life app. We all know that one, because hopefully your coach, when you got signed up with Isagenix, had you download the ISA Life app, but the Isagenix business app. And I recommend downloading those 2 apps, having them on your phone, and then actually going through them. The only way, bless you, Stephanie, the only way that you're gonna know what is here is if you actually sit down, spend the time, look what's here. Rather than trying to invent the wheel, keep sending them back to Isagenix Business. Send them links, send them, okay, we'll review the compensation plan here, review the product training here, because what that does is it teaches them that this is totally duplicatable. I am not a product expert. However, I've been doing it for 5 years. So you learn a lot as you go, but you will too. In the beginning, I knew nothing, but we didn't necessarily have this tool in the beginning then. And now look what's here. It's huge. Also, you can click here for the latest promotions, but these promotions are also in your back office. So when you sign into your back office under contests and promotions, I recommend you click on each one, print it out, so you know exactly what contests are there, what promotions, what's available, what are the pools, how long can I play in the pools. All of that good stuff is in here. Also your rank advancement bonuses, everything. So like I said, make sure you really go through this isagenixbusiness.com, and every single person that you enroll, invite them to have a look. Have them review the website and have a look. And if you don't know about the manager pool, go in there, click on it, rules, FAQs, print this out, read it. And that needs to be, if you are not yet a manager, this needs to be your focus on getting to manager. When you're manager, your focus is on getting to director. When you're director, your focus is on getting to executive, because once you get to executive, the really exciting thing is every month you stay executive, the company, as long as you stay executive and roll 2 people for that month, they're gonna pay you $750. For every 3 months that you stay that way, you'll get $1,000 on that 3rd month. So it's like an extra $10,000 a year just for staying a certain rank. Are you kidding? Then there's another website. Someone's always asking me, what countries are we in? And I don't remember, and that the nice thing is you don't, but ISAFYI.com is a great site. They've got more information here, but what I do is I just go to the US flag and mouse over and look, they're all listed, all the countries that we're in. So you can look for yourself. The idea is know where to go for the information. That is key, because that's going to build your confidence up, and that way you're not waiting for somebody else to say, hey, guy just contacted me from Africa. Do we sell there? We'll come here, ISAFYI.com, and look. And the thing is whoever you enrolled you, unless they know by heart, they have to come here and look too. But why not? You know, leaders are leaders, and they get their information. They try to get as much information themselves. So it's great to know where to go. Then there's also something very cool is ISA Movie. Now, if you want to share videos with people, you want to use your Isagenix business app, because you can actually share all these incredible videos from your app very easily. And not only that, you will be able to see when they watch the movie, and if they finish the movie, you're going to get notified. So you can follow up and go, hey, I know you watched the movie. What did you think? Or if they didn't watch it, you could say, hey, did you have trouble, you know, playing the movie? Do you want me to resend it to you? You know, something to like that. But you can look on, this is an easy site to go through and just watch some of the videos that's available here. We've got some of our promotional videos on each different topic. And this is isamovie.com. And that, you know, that's it in terms of the websites that are most important. But so you have them start at Isagenix Business, and on with Isagenix Business, you can, I'm going to stop my share here real quick. With Isagenix Business, they're going to get a nice head start on everything, but there are a couple of things that you may want to purchase. One of them is the 90-day guide. You can get this at isasalestools.com. You can get enrollment forms, which are really helpful, especially when you're first starting out, because you can fill out the form and it has all the flavors right there. I always found it helpful when I did an enrollment. I wrote it down first rather than doing it live on the internet, just in case there was a problem with the website and you don't have their information written down. Now you got to ask them again, or, you know, so things happen. So when we do an enrollment, you can either do it over the phone and write all their information down and then go in, and if you haven't done an enrollment before, your enroller will help walk you through that. Or you can set up what's called a manage cart option. So in your back office under manage cart, you can create what that person wants, like a shopping cart for them, and then once you create it on a desktop under manage carts, then you go to the ISA Life app and you can share it from within the app. And I always find it's easier showing somebody right at the moment that they're trying to do it, so you can walk them through. But so those are the different ways, or you can send them a link to your website. So once you become an associate, there's if you scroll down, you can set up your website, and it usually defaults to your account name.isagenix.com, but you can choose a separate name if you don't want it your account name. Mine is transformwellness.isagenix.com. So you can change it, and you can also customize what's on your website, which is really cool. The other thing is the isasalestools.com. Write down that site, because in fact, maybe I'll take you there here. ISA Sales Tools is a great site for buying tools, like get your business cards there. Business cards, enrollment forms. There are books on internet marketing and growing, lots of different items here. So you can get banners. I've purchased on here brochures. I've purchased, you know, once you get going, you can get catalogs here, obviously, but you can order car decals, business cards, banners, big floor banners that you can set up if you decide to do an event like a, let's say a convention or what have you. They've got all these different banners to choose from. Industry tools, books, and all of that. So this is another great resource. And one other thing that I forgot is Isagenix gear. So if you want to walk around or go to the gym with your Isagenix t-shirt on, there's isagenixgear.com, and they have all of our ISA gear shirts. And let's see, it's loading here. Oh, did I get the, let me see, is it ISA gear? No, I can't remember the URL. Let me go to Google. Here's something. If you have a question and you're not sure, go to Google and you can Google anything. So Isagenix gear. Here's Isagenix gear. I wonder why that wouldn't load. Let's see if it loads from here. There we go. So this is a great place to get t-shirts, and there's a sale going on right now until the 24th. But you can get totes, drinkware, clothes, all sorts of great things at isagenixgear.com. And it's kind of cool because somebody will ask you, oh, what's Isagenix? And wearing a t-shirt, and it kind of opens up the conversation that you can start talking about Isagenix as well. So I just wanted to go over some of these sites with you because we never really do, and they are huge in terms, we go over the back office, but we never talk about as much some of these other little properties that you can get information from. All of them, oh, and there's also isagenixhealth.net. Gosh, I'm really blowing it. Isagenixhealth.net, and that site, send them to that site, and let me take you there. Send them to that site for case studies, scientific case studies, or if you want information on Isagenix and diabetes, or, and what you can do is you can send them articles from isagenixhealth.com, and they've got so many different articles on different health issues, on information on telomeres, brain health, heart health, bone health, everything. There's also case studies on here, scientific case studies. So if you have someone very, very skeptical, send them to isagenixhealth.net, because that's really, they can dig deep and get into the science of our products and the university studies and what have you. So just kind of an overview. There's, and hopefully you wrote these down, isagenixbusiness.com. We've got ISA FYI. We have isagenix.com. Now just isagenix.com, when I send them there, it's usually to get the ingredients of the different products. So if they ask you, oh, well, what's in, do you know what's in the shake? Well, I don't have everything memorized ingredient wise. Or say they ask what is in the Ionix. If you want to know what is in the actual products, this is where you can send them to Isagenix, or you can actually go in and find the specific product. You can also see all the packs, obviously, but you can send them. Let me go to a product here. I'm going to go to individual products. Let's go to the Knox. So they have a question, what's in the Amp Knox? So you can go here and scroll down, and it'll give you the nutritional facts and ingredients. It'll also answer additional questions. So when somebody has a specific question regarding our products, like what is in them, I will usually, and I won't go to corporate site, I will go to my website, then go to this page, so that if they decide to order from it, you haven't sent them to isagenix.com, you sent them to your URL, which mine is transformwellness.isagenix.com. But they can go in, but I will actually do the search for the product that's in question, and then I will just copy the URL at the top and then send them that. So they're sending them to my website, but I'm sending them directly to the product, because a lot of times they won't know what page or category that product is up under. So that's where Isagenix, the main, your site, your Isagenix site comes in handy for really product ingredients and looking at the different packs. So does anybody have any questions about that so far? It's kind of basic. That's really all I was going to cover tonight, is where to go to look for stuff, so that you don't have to be an expert. I get asked every day about questions I don't know the answer to. And really the first place to go to is Google, because all of these websites are in Google, and Google's search engine generally is more effective than a website's individual search engine. So when you go to Google, I'm very specific what I'm looking for, like what is in Ionic Supreme. And you type that in Google, and guess what's going to come up? You look for the right URL. Now, this is the thing. If you're going to look for information on Google, make sure it's from an authorized Isagenix website and not somebody else's site, because there's lots of misinformation obviously out there on the internet. So I'll look for a site that's the Isagenix site, a corporate site, and I will click on that link, and I can send that link to anybody. So for example, if it's Isagenix and diabetes, or Isagenix and candida, or there's articles on everything right on Google at the tip of your fingers. So my goal for tonight was just to kind of give you the tools of where to go so you can be an expert and get the information that you need while you need it. So many times when I was first starting, people would ask me a question I didn't know the answer to, but I didn't want to bother my enroller so much, and I'm little independent, so I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? So I kept going back to Google, and I found, wow, I could find anything out, and I could do it while I was on the call with them, and look like I knew more than I really did, but I was just really good and fast at researching why I had them on the call. And why I had them on the call, let's say they asked me about diabetes. I was typing Isagenix and diabetes, finding the article on Isagenix Health, copy and pasting it, sending it to them while we were on the call. And I said, well, actually, here you go. I just sent you. And they're like, oh, wow, that was fast. So use Google. We forget, because we get so used to it, that we have the largest library at our fingertips, right? But Isagenix has some phenomenal sites. So I know maybe a couple of you are new. Let's see. Do you want me to type all the let me type all the websites out here. Does anybody have anything else you want to add?
Please add the websites.
I will. I see.
There's a rose for you.
Awesome.
I don't have anything to add of what you just did because that was perfect in every way. But before we get off, I just have a couple announcements.
Oh, good. Well, fire away, honey. I'm just typing out these URLs.
Okay, awesome. All right, guys. So Thursday's event, super, 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 super cool. Yeah, I love these Thursdays events. They're just like really coming together, and we keep getting better and better. So we're all for suggestions if you have any, but we're kind of narrowing it down. But we have a very special doctor and nurse call, and we happen to have one of the presenters on the call right now, Diana Welker. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So Diana will be representing our emergency room nurses. So thank you so much, Diana. Yeah, appreciate that. But we also have a slew of incredible people. So on the lineup, I think we have 3 nurses, 1 including Diana. We have 2 doctors. One is Kimberly's orthopedic doctor who had knee surgery, and all of his doctors helping him get through it were shocked at how well he healed and how fast. So he's got an incredible story, loves Isagenix. And we also have Dr. Josh Dunsky. And you guys have all seen him. He's from Isagenix Explained movie. He and his wife sit down on the couch and explain Isagenix. So that is our lineup for this Thursday, and we are just so pumped up about that. So obviously I'm contacting everyone because I do for every Thursday, but I'm going through my list of people, anyone that I meet or anyone that I know that's a part of the medical field, I put them in as that doctor, nurse, or whatever. And I categorize people so that when we come to these events, I can easily shoot off who they were without trying to think of who they are. So I'm shooting off messages to all my chiropractors and different doctors and so on, because this is a great opportunity for them to hear live in person if they can watch from other people in their industry. So it's the best tool you're going to have to really showcasing and helping them understand why they want to be a part of Isagenix. We'll be light on the business. We'll be heavy on the products. Next week, we're going to be bringing in different service people like hairdressers, waitresses, restaurant owners, and such. We'll be heavy on the income, light on the products. So it's kind of going to go back and forth a little bit, but I wouldn't engage who you invite according to that. Invite them to the message of the industry or the message of what we're sending, but just kind of let you guys know how we're doing that. But it's not really a slideshow presentation. The nutrition will be weaved into their stories, and then at the end, I'll have our packs so that we can close it, blend it in, and suggest that they order from the person that invited them and get started now. So let's say I had that. Customer Appreciation Week, free shipping for all of our current customers, not brand new, but current customers spend $150 or more. So important, guys. You want to get out to as many people as possible. So if you have an app that helps you do that, like Hit 'em Up or any of the other apps to reach out to large volumes of people, I contacted 307 people today. It took me maybe 25 minutes to send a message to everyone. It was very personal. If you didn't get it, ask me. I've received more responses from this message than I have with any of my other messages. So it just really kind of started talking about my life as it is right now and telling them what we have to offer. And I got a lot of messages, which is great. And let's see, we can't give away the details whatsoever, but do know there's some incredible things coming up on the 28th. So don't share anything just yet, just a little heads up, like major stuff is coming. Kimberly just whispered it. Yeah, and like major stuff. So really cool. So don't hold back. People are starting to gain weight. They want to know how to lose it. Kimberly, you just showed everyone how to do a weight loss post today.
Yes, right? and they can do that. I think Renee has already done that, and Teresa, Tylea, and Greg. take the, we have lots of newbies on, take my last post, copy and paste it as your own, don't share it. Copy and paste it as your own and see how many responses you get. And I got quite a few. This is a post I did, oh my gosh, it was at the beginning of the year, but I saw it had 50 comments and I'm like, wow. So I redid it again and I already have 30 comments. Here is, it says, I am looking to help 5 people lose 10 to 20 pounds before June, and you'll feel so much better too. Catch the 2020 vision of yourself, summer of 2020. And then I've got this photo. And yeah, 30 comments already, guys. So post it on your wall and let's get you some leads and share some more packs so you could not only get your pack paid for, but make some additional money. You can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, our message has been very, very streamlined on really how to make this business work and work really well. And just doing simple little things like who wants to lose 15 to 20 pounds by June 1st because people are gaining weight. They really are. Inviting people to these events and don't hold back. A third of the people you invite will show up, and a third of those, or I'm sorry, a third will say yes, and a third of those will actually show up. So you have to invite into the hundreds. If you are in to make this a business, you got to invite hundreds of people to these events, not just 1, 2, or 5. Don't think very specifically. Hold on, I can help out. Try not to, let's see, oops, so we're gonna do this. Try not to think just who might be interested, because we don't know, and we don't know who they know. So really, you wanna just invite everyone you possibly can and invite them to invite the people they know, because everybody's so interested in helping other people right now. They're all like, how can I give back? How can I help people? How can I make a difference? So tell them. Keep them informed. I tell the same people as well as new people every single week about our Thursday event. I'm like, if this isn't for you, no disrespect. But if this is something you're interested in or something that someone you know would be interested in, please share the message. So far, nobody has asked me to take them off the list. They're all like, great, thanks for letting me know. They may not say anything, you know, whatever, but I'm gonna let them know every single Thursday. And I invite about 400 people every single Thursday. I invite a lot of my regulars, team members, and then I go through the alphabet until I'm kicked off of Facebook every day. So I start in the A's, B's, C's, D's, and until I'm kicked out. And I'm kicked out for about 2 hours when I'm kicked out. So I just know that's when I'm done working.
We've all been to jail, Facebook jail.
You know, whatever. I'd much rather get kicked out and contact a few hundred people than not do it. So that's really, truly, you know, some of the best ways to really build a business right now is connect, invite, follow up, market, connect, invite, follow up. Keep it simple, super simple.
Especially this Thursday with doctors, you know, those skeptical leads that you're like, oh, I don't know, my doctor, you know what, get them on. If they've got autoimmune, get them on. If they're not feeling well, get them on, because it's going to be a different type of meeting, right, Steph? They're going to be.
Yeah, and everybody coming on is passionate. I mean, a lot of you know Diana, and you know how passionate she is. You've seen Dr. Josh's video. He's extremely passionate. Kimberly knows how passionate Dr. Myers is. These are really passionate people that our customers or potential customers will be asking, so do you think I should? Can I do this system? Yes. I love this system. So there's no better situation other than their own doctor to say, yes, you should do this. You will get people excited. You just have to do the job of getting them there.
I'm laughing because Sarah put Kimberly, speak for yourself. Well, her hubby works at Facebook, so that's why she's not in jail.
That's not fair. We need that like hookup.
Yeah, what's up with that? I wonder. I wonder if she pressed it, if she would go to Facebook jail.
Sarah, for some reason we can't hear you. You're not muted, but we can't hear you.
Oh no.
We're reading your lips. She's good at follow-up.
Have you been to you've never been to Facebook jail ever? How
Oh.
many Sarah, how many on your fingers, how many follow-ups do you do at one time? I wish we could hear you. You know what she says? She shows muted now.
Yeah, she did mute herself, but
Now let's see.
let me see what I can do.
Oh darn.
She's unmuted.
Oh wait.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Woo.
Okay. I said I'm a rule follower. That's why I don't get
Oh. Well,
No, I'm not right now.
I try to be, but sometimes, you know, you forget and you get excited and you're like, just one more.
And he doesn't work in that
More.
department, so that wouldn't help me.
So tell us, do you know the exact number not to go over when you're doing follow-ups?
I don't know the exact number. I can
Okay.
tell you when I do follow-ups, it's like maybe 10 at a time.
Okay, because I know you can get to, I think I've gotten to 30, same text, same everything, and I haven't gone to jail, but I won't do more than 20 with that same follow-up text, and then I change my follow-up text, and then I send a different version.
Well, and I try to follow that because 30 is the rule, like 30 in the morning, 30 in the afternoon, 30 in the evening. And you don't even need to change your text if you do it correctly.
Yeah.
Life hasn't been happening for me that way. So I am a copy paste. I try to come up with the best message I can so that it's as personal as possible. But I've been, I think, sending it out to 100 right away, and I usually do get up to 100, and then I'm kicked off for about an hour and a half. However it works, right?
Like a misdemeanor.
It's a little slap. All right,
Minor
guys.
possession.
Any questions, guys? That was incredible training, Kimberly. How to get started, guys? How do we get started? Any questions?
Oh, I don't know.
Question, Greg? We hear you.
Oh yeah, you know me. I'm kind of double dipping here, but I guess my big question, for me, you get a little bit anxious when you're starting out, and I've started several times, so this time I've probably learned more than ever, because I actually am looking at the website, and I think stuff's really improved, and listening to other people, but just starting out, I get people that are interested, like in getting a product or something. And I kind of did learn today with what you said to go and Google it or go and look at that product real quick and find out. But I always ask you a lot of questions, so maybe that's why you invited me here, because I'm terrible at that. So don't be Greg and ask too many questions. But that was something you said that was right, is that I need to self-empower myself and basically, get it down. Because I'm a person that, like, my job here, I know everything, right? You could ask me elevation, you could ask me maps, trails, whatever. But on the stuff, if you don't learn it, I think that makes it more like, an invisible world that I'm like, oh, somebody wants to buy something. What do I do? What do I do? And then you kind of have a little bit of anxiety or panic. So, I get plenty of people started and then I never follow through. So my actual question would be, when you get somebody interested, what do? Do you go and send them to your website, or do you send them to IsaLife? Like, what's the very first? Like, let's say I got somebody who wants to buy a product or says, yeah, I need to lose weight. There you go.
Okay, the first thing I do if they're interested is I make sure I'm their friend on Facebook. I go to our product page and I click invite and I put them in the product page. The product page sells them. You will be more successful if they have been in the product page a minimum of 12 hours before you talk to them. You will have an
Okay.
easier phone call and a higher probability of converting them. So that's
Okay.
the first thing. Then the second thing is if the follow-up, the fortune is in the follow-up. Most people lose track of their leads and they don't follow up the next day. So make sure that you have a designated notebook and you write their name down and the date they went in the product page, and then literally the next day follow up. Now, if I'm running for a contest or I'm running to rank advance or whatever, I don't wait to the next day. I put them in there and I follow up 2 hours later and I go, hey, what did you think? Do you have a chance to go in there?
Right.
And then it usually startles them and they go, oh, well, let me go look. So then I wait a couple more hours and I'll follow up with them then. If
Okay.
I'm trying to go fast, otherwise I just go the next day. And then the best way to learn, Greg, is we do a first few calls and you just listen and take notes, but make sure you write down all of the URLs that I put in the chat, the web addresses, and what each one is for and where to find what, because that's going to be really valuable for you in the future. Like to know, okay, where do I go? Where do I go find out what countries are we in? FYI.
Yeah.
Where do I go? And you need to start.
Where's the product page? Yeah. Where's the product page?
Isagenix.com will tell you ingredients of products and what packs they are.
Yeah.
But like I said, you sent them your specific website. So I need to go in there. Did you set up your website yet now?
No, I'll be off work at 8, so I'm just on break real quick. So I wanted to get in on the. Is there a recording of this, by the way? No.
Yeah, Stephanie's recording, and I'll post it in our team page.
Because it was really good. I saw where you're going, but because I was kind of double dipping here, I didn't get to see everything.
That's
so
okay. That's okay.